School closure and examination cancellation, video number 2. In this video, I'll be speaking specifically about issues associated with your child's age group as a result of school cancellation and school closure and exam cancellation. A2 students in the final year of their A-level are going to university in the autumn, September, November, October, we don't know when. When they go to university, the grades that are being awarded by the exam board this year is a predicted grade, well, estimated by the school. The school calculate the grades based on their work so far in the year and perhaps their mock exams. They will recommend those grades to the exam board, AQA, EdExcel, OCR, and so on and so forth. The exam board may accept or may not accept. If they accept, they will award those grades. If they don't, they will lower the grade. And then you have the option of your child sitting the exams again if they don't agree with the grade offer. We don't know if when they restate the exam will be too late to enter university this year or not. The second issue associated with the young people, students in the final year of A-level, A2, is the fact that there's a very large gap between March, when schools are closed, and disruption starts really in the middle of March, and when they start university in about October. There's quite a lot of gap, a big gap. We know that different schools provide differently. So when they get to the first year of school, the first year of university, some students who went to certain school or colleges, certain schools of all colleges will have had very good provision, so they'll be well ahead, and many students who have not will struggle. It varies the quality of education being provided or support, having to miss the final few months of school in terms of March, April, and May, when students usually do a lot of hard work studying. That is the issue with the students who are doing A2, the final year of A-level. Issue associated with AS students who are just completing the first year of A-level, AS students. No, they are not doing the exam this year in 2020, they're doing it in 2021. But remember, about 60% of A-level is covered in the first year, simply because the specification usually finish about February, March, or April at the very latest in the final year. So they need to cover quite a lot in the first year because many months will be lost to exam preparation and what have you in the second year of A-level. Yes, some provision by schools, but the quality vary, and your child may be adversely affected if they just give up or do the minimum that the school requires, depending on which school they go to. So that is the issue associated with the AS student in the first year of A-level. Issue associated with year 11, which is the final year of GCSE, students who will be starting A-level in September 2020. In addition to the fact that the grade they will be awarded for GCSE will be based on teachers' prediction and estimation based on the work they've done so far and the mock examination perhaps. The exam board will award grades based on what the teachers have predicted or estimated. If they agree with it, if they don't, they will lower it. They will lower the grade that was recommended by the school, and your child will have to do an exam. It's not clear if it will be in good enough time for them to still be able to go to the college and do A-level or stay in school, sixth form or what have you. We know that many young people will be staying in the school they are, so there isn't an issue with the predicted grade. The school will probably allow them. But what we do know is that A-level is quite a different kettle of fish. It's much more challenging than GCSE. There's a large gap between March, when the schools finish, in reality really about the middle of March, it's when schools were being disrupted due to the coronavirus situation, and September when they will start A-level. So there's a huge gap. If not sufficient quality of provision is made within that time, your child will suffer come the September in the autumn. Issue associated with year 10 students who are in the first year of GCSE. Year 10 is supposed to be the first year of GCSE, but not really. Most schools start in year 9, or in fact year 8 in some cases. In reality, by the end of year 10, over 60% of the GCSE has been covered. If the provision, extra provision, which is homeschooling or what have you, being provided by the school in your child's school isn't sufficient, they will suffer in year 11. There will be the tendency to catch up so they can complete all the specification by February or March and prepare for the GCSE in the final year. So these are potential issues that you want to be aware of if you have a child who is in year 10. There's also the issue of higher and foundation tier. If they're capable of doing the if your child is capable of doing the higher tier, you want to make sure that he or she is in the upper set where they are being taught material that will allow them to do the higher tier and go on to get up to grade 9 if they're capable of getting it, as opposed to doing the foundation, which the maximum grade they can get is grade 5. That is the issue associated with students who are in year 10, first year of GCSE. Issue associated with students who are in year 7, 8, and 9, mainly year 9 really, because it is the final year of Key Stage 3. However, most schools start GCSE in year 9 and some earlier. The proper covering of specification or curriculum finished in most schools about middle of March because of the disruption caused by the coronavirus. Although schools were not closed until about the last week of March. Now there's a significant disruption to a few weeks of school, and your child will be starting the first full year of GCSE year 10 in September, hopefully in September. Now, quite a lot of school year has been missed, and the main issue with Key Stage 3 students, especially year 9, is about the higher and foundation tier in core academic subjects. You want to make sure that if your child is capable of doing the higher tier, they are solid and in that set, so that they have the chance of getting the top grades and they are not confined to getting a maximum of grade 5, which is what a student can get if he or she does the foundation tier. These are the issues associated with Key Stage 3 students due to the closure of schools and cancellation of examinations because of coronavirus COVID-19. This is the end of video 2. I look forward to speaking to you in video 3. Video 3 is about trying to paint a positive picture of possibilities so that it's not the end of the world, the fact that schools have been closed and examinations have been cancelled. There ought to be light at the end of tunnel, provided you do take the right action. I look forward to speaking to you in video 3.